Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you want to see how I made this delicious beef taco, then please stay tuned. So I've just laid out everything I'm gonna need for this. I have some onions, garlic, bell peppers and scotch bonnet peppers, and I have some parsley for garnish at the end. So I'm gonna blend all of these up and I'll show you what that looks like when it's done. Okay, so I've laid out everything I'm gonna need. I've chopped up some onions. I usually have some of the peppers already blended in the freezer, so I just brought that out because I like to meal prep. I like to use this garlic and ginger cube. It just makes my life a lot easier and it's super tasty. That's for the garnish at the end. I'm gonna season with some onion powder, thyme, paprika, 2 stock cubes and some black pepper, and I have my meat here. I don't know how much this is, but I'm guessing it's like half a kilo of meat. I pretty much just asked for a slice. So yeah, there's no real measurements here, just try and eyeball it. So into my pan goes some oil. And I'm gonna add about 1 onion. So I'm going to really let these onions cook down, and then I'm going to add some of my seasoning, fry them up together, and then add my meat and let that boil for a couple of hours. So I've let my onions cook down. I've now just added about a teaspoon of onion powder, a teaspoon of thyme. I added 1 scotch bonnet pepper. I'm not going to chop it up because I don't want it to be too spicy. About a teaspoon of paprika, and I'm just going to add my cube of garlic and ginger in, and I'm going to let that cook at a high heat. At this stage I added some black pepper because it gives the dish a nice flavor, but it does make it quite spicy with the scotch bonnet as well, so it's pretty much optional. Now that my onions are nice and soft, I'm going to add in my meat. I'm not going to chop the meat, I'm just going to add it all whole. This is because I'm going to be boiling the meat for such a long time that it's pretty much going to break into small bits anyway. So I'm just going to try and brown my meat. So I've just added my meat, as you can see. I'm going to brown it on both sides. As you can see, it's getting nice and brown on that side, and then I'll flip it over and brown it on this side as well. So I've just browned my meat on both sides. I'm now going to add the pre-blended pepper. I'm just going to add a little bit of water in as well, just to help this get going. So I'm just going to add a little bit more water just so that this can have enough water to cook with. So it will be boiling for about 2 to 3 hours. So I've just turned it off the heat, and I've let it cool for a bit. As you can see, the meat is nice and tender and literally falling apart. I'm going to take the meat out of here and then shred it and then add it back into the pot. So I've just shredded all the meat, and I'm going to just pop it back in here and let it cook for another 5 to 10 minutes. So I'm just dipping my tacos into the oil layer here. And then I'm going to put it on here to fry a bit and cook them up. So now that it's nice and crispy on both sides, I'm now going to introduce my meat and add it right into here. Then I'm gonna add some of my cheese. Gonna add a little bit of onion. And some fresh herbs. Gonna flip it over. That. I'm going to let it cook on both sides and then flip it over. this is the final product. It tasted absolutely delicious, even better when you dip it into the sauce. And don't forget to add the lime. It really changes it. Thank you again for watching and hope to see you next time.